Okay, there it goes. Good morning, good morning. Today is August 4th. Happy August. I've also realized that I have not picked up this camera in a bit. It's been a week. I also wasn't feeling well, and now I'm back at work. So, yeah. Last week I went to go see Jesse Reyez. Chef's kiss. Amazing, beautiful, gorgeous. But today's agenda, I'll insert a video of that too.
Yellow diamonds in the light, and we're standing side by side. As the shadow crosses mine, what it takes to warm my heart. It's the way I'm feeling, I just can't deny.
That's fine, I told you. Before the night, shouted only talk too much. I was thinking what I'm a one girl, promise me don't touch your dad. What a street that shit, I kiss it, what is that, I can't describe it. She'd always made it on me, I know, but how can I feel so hard? I do not use you the street fight. You been telling us all, but we back. You do not have to see that. We lie, yeah. I tryna go find that play without you, find out in that you. You don't know what this that. That's fun, I told you.
I always ask myself, baby, don't know how to find true love. The detail in my life left out, cause I'm a dove.
Tonight was pure bliss. Ugh, I love Jessie. She's gorgeous. And when she sang the last song, because she came back out on stage, Still See You, brought me to tears, because that is my song. Ugh, love her. Night. That too. On today's agenda, I have to get some renderings on the docket for our renderer. And rendering is literally a 3D model of whatever you want. Could be a desk, an arch. So I'll show y'all that, and I'll take y'all through the steps. How he prefers that we do it. It's all on a deck.
Once a girl likes you, but you don't know. You don't know. Once a girl likes you, but you don't know. You don't know. Maybe you knew it was.
Good morning. Today is August 5th. Already 5 days into August, y'all. It's 8:11. I've been here roughly 10 minutes, 11 minutes tops. And I just wanted to show y'all, because I don't know if y'all heard me, with the rendering process. So essentially a client requests a rendering. Like this client that I can't talk about requested a rendering and multiple renderings. So our designer, I should call it, say 3D artist, he has a deck, and I put it on the deck. And then yesterday he called me because he was like, I need clarification on a few things. So we walked through everything, and essentially he set up the foundations of it. I even sketched it out, which I showed y'all yesterday, but I'll show y'all again. There is a specific, it's called a tattoo wall, tattoo parlor, mystery tattoo. It's an activation. So I sketched this to give him the idea of how I want it to look, the size, the height, and a visual aid of a person, like how they would do it, right? And so it looks good, because I'm thinking 3 panels for that, so it's not one big wall, because it's going to be easier to pack it on a truck in 3 sections versus one big huge section. Even though we use box trucks, but it's just more manageable to do it that way. But let me show y'all what he came up with. This is the coloring wall. where the graphic will be, and you color in the number type thing. And these are before they're rendered with lighting. This is the tattoo wall. I love the lower holes are for if people want to stick their feet in, or if you're shorter, you know, taller. And this is the bar back. We own these bars. The client came up with this for the back bar, so it's functional. And I believe this is 10 feet. And I'm not sure what they're using this for, but they want to see how it looks. So this is by a different creative designer. The client wanted to see their branding here and logo for this 90 Themes DJ booth. So I had him render this. So hopefully they like it. Different client, by the way. So real quick, I want to come on here and show you guys this event from the past weekend. So I did the production sheet. Set up like this. So I put all this information in the grid so that ops knows what's what. And we do this for every project. Mind you, this event was for free. It was Joy Prom at Mandalay Bay, I believe. So all the stuff we own. And so they dropped the pictures. And these are them. So from production sheet to on site.
Convocou, talvez cê tá com popo. É vapo, vapo no setor. É vapo, vapo do vapor. Vapo, vapo no setor. É vapo, vapo do vapor. Vapo, vapo do vapor. Vai tomar vapo do vapor. Vapo, vapo do vapor. Vai tomar vapo do vapor.
Good morning. Today is Thursday, August 7th. I went out last night and I made it to work on time, but a girl is tired. I don't know what's on the agenda today at work. I'm tired. I'd rather be in my bed, but we here, so I'll catch y'all later. Good morning. Today is... Why do I always struggle with the dates? I should just start inserting them on the screen. But I also like to say them out loud as reference for myself. Today's Wednesday, August 16th. So I don't know if nobody want to see his face. I don't know if I explained what a renderer is, so I'm going to do it again. And we're going to just run it from the back. So a renderer in events specifically is someone who uses 3ds Max, I think Podium, SketchUp, those type of problems to create entrance pieces, food stations, etc., right? So the one I'm working with on this project, we had to redo I had to add in a light bright wall that we're gonna fabricate here in-house. So I had to get measurements of the pegs, had the CAD designer, which is different from the renderer because the CAD designer uses AutoCAD, which I'm familiar with as well. So I checked all the specs, made sure everything made sense to me. If I had questions, I asked them. But essentially, we're gonna need 3,185 pegs to fit in this light bright activation. So last night, I sent it to the guy to do the rendering so that it matches the CAD, so at least they can visually see what it looks like. And I saw that he messaged me late last night, so I'm gonna look at that now. But a renderer is literally someone who I give the vision to, they design it, we collaborate, and then I make sure it meets the client expectations visually. And then once visually, then they do the CAD. But I like to do it in tandem. That's what we do at my last job. So let's see what he did, and I'll let y'all see that. And then I have some more pricing to do, so I'll let y'all see that, what I priced out yesterday for AT&T. And then I have something else to price out with the owner. So this is the light bright rendering. I think it looks great. So I looked for the graphic, and then I edited the graphic, which y'all saw me doing yesterday. I'll insert that clip here. No, I won't. I'll leave it in the initial clip. But yeah, it looks great. And this is only the first pass, so I'm working with my colleague to get these renderings, which I was in charge of, in the specs. And when I say specs, I mean the measurements of every nook and cranny. So like, you know, the depth of this, the width, the height, the length, and all that jazz. Yeah, I was in charge of doing that. And then we're gonna do the pricing together, because when it comes to pricing, everything is just made up, to be honest. Like, that's the very basic of it. But what I've done is I started going into the Dropbox and looking up pricing of things, and if it was, you know, for a price from 2020, I've added and accounted for inflation, and then that's the price, and then I add 100 on top of that. So, and it's been working. It's been working. But yeah, love the rendering. Light bright in action. So yesterday I priced this stuff out. A bar and a back bar. And then I love the center one. Like, that's gonna be dope if they do decide to do that. And then disco balls, whatever. And then this, not too fun for me, but it's okay. And that's it. That's all I priced out yesterday.